What's up guys, it's Greg, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a WordPress website at InMotion. When a viewer emailed me a week ago asking if we could set up a WordPress blog using InMotion, I thought, well, I've heard of them, but we haven't used them much, so I'm not sure. But then when two more people reached out on Facebook asking to use InMotion, I figured they must be doing something right. So we made a video, we made the website, and in this video, you're gonna see how you can do it too, using what I now consider the best hosting package at InMotion for beginners or for people that already have a website already. It doesn't matter. The coolest thing is you get their awesome features like a 90-day money-back guarantee, a free SSL, and you get to make multiple websites if you want, all with a special discount. And in this tutorial, we're actually gonna make a real website. You can visit that at any time if you want. You can find it at InMotionWPGuide.com. We're going to use the super cool Astra WordPress theme to make a WordPress website perfect for an instructor, a trainer, an online course creator, any sort of expert or entrepreneur or just a blogger, and you'll get all the stuff you see right here if you complete the tutorial, and it won't even take that long. So, can't wait to get started, can't wait to start using WordPress. Let's go ahead and get the domain and hosting step out of the way so you can learn how to build a website using InMotion Hosting. All right, so if you're ready, I'm ready, let's jump in. The first step we want to cover is how to get a discount, and I'm actually gonna hop over to Google to do it just like I think you guys would. You'll probably be starting at Google or Yahoo or wherever, and you'll want to just visit InMotion. So let's start at Google. Alright guys, so I'll leave you a discounted link beneath the video. A discounted link just means that it takes you to a page where you get a discount from InMotion Hosting. That'll be the best discount we can get at the current time. And if you want to just type in the link, it's just dearblogger.org, that's my blog, /InMotion to get the discount, and hit enter. And we can see we get a nifty 25% off on the business hosting, which we're actually going to get, and even more, like up to 53% off on other hosting plans. And that would be better than this window. This is just if you visited InMotionHosting.com itself. I wanted to leave this open to show you that we get a better discount than InMotion is offering across the board. All right, so we're going to close that window and proceed. All right, so as we can see here, lots of cool plans to choose from at InMotion. InMotion is known for a lot of their features that are considered premium, and we're going to find out all about them. So for a lot of us, WordPress hosting catches our eye, and we can just click on that and learn more. After all, it is the cheapest option on this page. I'm just going to scroll down and see what we get. You get a free domain with nearly all of their plans. You get one website suitable for 20,000 monthly visitors, and you get access to this bold grid feature, which is basically a bundle of plugins and themes and cool tools you can use that they pack in for you. What I don't love so much is the 20,000 monthly visitors limit here. And I actually might want us to have more than one website in the future. And that's why I'm going to have you lean towards a different plan. We can just go back, and I'm going to go back. And I'm going to show you the business hosting plan right here. If we click learn more, we can see that this one gives us two websites, and you get unlimited space for traffic. That's what disk space and bandwidth mean. It's like the amount of space in your apartment and the size of the doorway to get people in. So I'm willing to pay an additional $1 per month for that flexibility. Two websites is really nice if you want to create a sister website or a website for your family members or friends. And to make it really seal the deal, we get the free SSL. So that means you get the padlock icon in the upper left corner, which we'll of course see how to set up. In the business hosting area, we also get access to free SSD drives, free domain of course, and perhaps the coolest thing of all, a 90-day money-back guarantee. Most hosts just do 45, so that gives you the extra confidence that InMotion knows that they'll work for you. Essentially, they are not concerned with taking your money or your business right away. And then we get the other features as well. Let me know any questions, but you're probably ready just to get started. So having done that little WordPress plan to business plan comparison, we're going to go with launch, but the other one will work just fine if you'd rather. It has a little bit more web designer feel to it if you want to become a web designer versus just be a WordPress blogger. So that's an additional plus, but any plan will work great here. All right, so let's click order now, and now we're going to choose 1 year. And I actually didn't realize that that would up the price to $6.99 a month. So up to you, something to consider. If you know you need hosting for 2 years, grab the 2 years because it'll be cheaper per month. In my case though, I think I can find that extra dollar. I just won't play an arcade game or something. Okay, so we're gonna hit no thanks. We don't wanna get the upgrade yet. You can always upgrade at any time through their live sales chat. Really nice people. And now we're gonna configure our plan. All right, so whether you're on the east or west, go ahead and choose what's closest to you. I'm in Minneapolis, so I think that's closest to DC. I'm gonna say no thanks to the dedicated IP, no thanks to the web design, and no thanks to the auto WordPress install, because that's a skill you should need to know on your own in case you need to do it for a client, which you most definitely will in the future. All right, so this looks good. We're just gonna click continue. And now we're gonna pop in a domain. We get this for free, so of course we're gonna take it. Your domain name should be as simple and short as possible. You always want the .com if you can, because it's the most recognizable and the most profitable if you sell your domain name someday. And if you can't think of a good idea after bouncing ideas around or asking me in the comments, always go with your first name, last name. You want to register that at some point anyways. And it's super professional. To keep it simple here, however, and because I've already got a lot of those domain names under my belt, I'm just gonna grab InMotion WP Guide. We're gonna go with the .com and we're gonna search. And then we got it available, so we're gonna click add to cart. Very cool. Let's just get one domain name for now because we don't want to pay anymore. And let's continue. All right, so it's worth reading this step right here. I generally trust people, and I don't mind if my phone email is out there because I'm sure it's already out there in a million places. So I'm gonna say no thanks, but if you wanna pay for that protection, by all means, go ahead. And now we're gonna continue. And we're going to enter a new customer email and continue. Now we just need to fill out our basic payment information like you would shopping anywhere, like Amazon, Apple, eBay, and so on and so forth. All right, so I'm just going to do this and block it out so that you can't go on a shopping spree with my credit card. All right, and at the bottom, I'm going to enter in my credit card information. All right, we're gonna keep this one checked too. Use my account information for billing information, save some time, and pop this in. All right, get that signature code in there. You can also pay by PayPal or a US purchase or a check, but I like using credit cards so we get those points. So I'm just gonna review our order at the top here. We have our hosting with our nice discount for using the link. That is the best discount available at InMotion. I obviously search the web every day for discounts on domain names, hosting, WordPress, that sort of stuff, and I'll update the guide right away if I find a better one. What's up guys, it's Greg and crew just dropping in. You should know that I'm an affiliate of InMotion Hosting, so if you use my link and discount to sign up, then I'll earn a small affiliate credit at no cost to you. You'll actually pay less because you get that better discount. And yeah, that's it. All right, so our order looks good. Let's just scroll down and click review my order. Give this information a quick little glance over. You can see the domain name is a standard price of $15.99, but our first year is free. That's pretty cool. And now we can just complete our domain and our hosting setup easily. Just scroll down to the bottom and check I agree, and then click checkout. All right, congratulations. Welcome to InMotion Hosting, Inc. When you see this screen, it means it's time to check your email. All right, guys, so let's head back to our email inboxes where we'll see a whole bunch of emails from InMotion. Let's just take care of them right now one by one so we can move forward and install WordPress. So the first email at the bottom is just going to be a receipt of our billing. All right, we have nothing due, so we're all set with InMotion. Looks good. Let's go back. The next one is going to be verification required. So just click that, and ICANN requires that you confirm your email. So just click on this approve link that they give you. All right, and we obviously don't want the domain names to be suspended if verification is not completed. This happened to me one time at a different host, and it just kind of stunk because I had to go and reactivate them. So make sure to click verify information at the bottom. All right, success, and we can now close this window. And we'll go back to our inbox, and now we have our most important email, which is welcome to InMotion Hosting. Let's open that and let's see what they gave us. So what we have is instructions to get started in your account management panel. That's the AMP. And this is where we'll of course install WordPress. Alright, so let's get started and click this red button. Now we'll set up a password and confirm the password and confirm it and hit login. Alright, so welcome to the AMP at InMotion Hosting. If you get logged out, just log back in with the email we signed up to InMotion with and the password we just created. And I'm super excited now to be in the AMP because this is actually a lot more organized than most of the other web hosts I see. And I think installing WordPress is going to be really easy, as are doing other simple and really cool web designer tasks that you can now do with your new hosting account. So the way your account management panel is organized is at the top, you can do accounty sort of stuff like change your credit card, make a payment, even register a new domain. And beneath it, you can do web designy sort of stuff like install WordPress or create an email address. And the first button I want us to visit right now in order to install WordPress is the cPanel. You could also install WordPress doing the install popular software option, just two ways of doing the same thing. But I want us to do it the way that traditional web designers do it because we're budding web designers. So let's click cPanel. Now when you scroll down, you'll see all these cool applications, also known as scripts. And we of course want to choose WordPress. Alright, and then just click install now. And obviously this is the most recent version of WordPress.org we're installing here, the full version, so we can do everything. What we want to do now is just leave this version selected, so it's the most recent one. Don't change choose protocol, don't change choose domain unless you want to install WordPress on a different domain name you registered with InMotion or have in your account for some reason. So we're going to keep those things the same. We're going to leave the directory box blank. Now we're going to come down to site settings where we can change our name. So the site name ideally should just be our domain name, like InMotion WP Guide, but you can change that later on from within WordPress. The description, we can just say, all right, I'm not going to check enable multi-site, and then we're going to come down and change our username. So admin is like typically one that people try to hack. And when we read a blog post, we wanted to say by Greg and not by admin. So that's why it's good to have something original as your username. Now let's pop in a password. If you click on the key, it'll generate a password for us, but I can never remember those, so I'm just going to go with my own password. Now let's make sure to change our admin email because this is where we'll get our username and our WordPress details sent. Pop in the email that you used to sign up to InMotion with. Change the language if you like, and at the bottom we can choose to have select plugins installed for us. Alright, so we're going to choose Classic Editor so that we can use the traditional WordPress blog post and page editor as opposed to Gutenberg, because pretty much everyone still uses the Classic Editor. We're going to get rid of bold grid. We're going to keep WP Forms Lite. They're who I like using to collect email addresses, build an email list, and also sync it with Constant Contact so we can do email marketing for free. We have a great tutorial on that step to start email marketing for free that people are using, so make sure to check that out on the channel. If you want to do e-commerce, you can select WooCommerce, but we're okay for now. And then no Jetpack. We don't want to use WordPress.com features. And once you're ready, just come down to the bottom and put your email in for where those installation details will go. Next comes the part where you have to know all sorts of complicated code like JavaScript, C++, HTML, Python, Linux, MySQL, PHP. Just kidding. We don't have to know any of that now because WordPress does all the coding for us and InMotion does all the coding for us, meaning they'll set up our blog for us when we click install, and we just need to log in and start blogging. All right, so let's click install and let's get that job done. All right, I'm gonna take a minute here. Good time to grab something to drink. Okay, so once that's done, let's click the install button and we can see, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Great work, guys. All right, we can go ahead and tweet about it to our friends if you'd like, so sure. We'll post a tweet on Twitter now that we're WordPressers. And most importantly, what we want to do is click on the administrative URL and then we can go ahead and log in. So let's do it. All right, beautiful. Here we are logged into WordPress. We didn't even need to enter in our username and password. So what we'll do now before we finish the tutorial is I'll give you a little tour of your WordPress dashboard. Make sure you know how to edit your site and get to the front end so you can look at it, get to the dashboard, aka the back end, so you can edit it, and what to do if you get logged out, and just some general things to clean up our site and make it perfect from the get-go. So we'll dismiss some notifications. All right. First thing I want you to do is bookmark this link at the top in the URL bar, because this is our link to log in. If you ever get logged out, visit yoursite.com/wp-admin. So I'm going to hit bookmark and done. Next up, you can also drag and rearrange the items on your dashboard if you want to see certain things but not others. Next, to visit the front end of your site that the whole world will see, you just click on your site title in the upper left. You might get the InMotion landing page, so let's try to refresh it and get rid of it. And here we are. We have our WordPress 2019 theme live. We can see our site name and our tagline that we created back in InMotion. And what we have here is basically just a theme with a default blog post, and the theme was made by the WordPress team. So it looks pretty good, and it's going to work well if you want to edit it. But the problem is almost everyone who installs WordPress has this theme running. So I want to show you how to make your website look not just okay, but really good with a unique theme. All right, so let's change our theme. We can go back to our dashboard by clicking on the site title, or by hovering on this section and clicking dashboard. Same thing. I just usually like clicking on this to go back to the dashboard. And now we can come down and hover on appearance and click themes. So you'll see your site is displaying the 2019 theme. You also have 2017 and 2016, maybe another one or two for free depending on when you install WordPress. If you click to open a theme, you can always delete it in the lower right to save a little space. And free themes you can get back for free without any sort of extra burden or anything like that. You just have to add it again. All right, now we can open 2016 and we'll delete that guy too. All right, here we are with 2019. We can't delete that because it's active, but what we can do is click Add New at the top. And I want to show you my favorite theme of the moment. I do jump around a bit with themes, but I want to show you how to install the Astra theme because it's super hot for this year, and it lets you get a demo site if you're an agency or a writer, coffee shop, restaurant. There pretty much is something for whatever you could want to make. All right, so you'll see the themes that WordPress decided to feature. You can see the popular themes. Good place to start as well. And in popular, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one we see is Astra. And if you don't see it, you can just search themes in the upper right for Astra and hit enter. And there we go. So to get a new theme, just hover on top of it and click. You can click the thumbnail to preview it if you want, but you won't really see much because there's nothing built here. So what we want to do is actually just go back to this screen and click install. And after we install, we will activate the theme. Beautiful. And now Astra's going to take us on a little sort of tour of its own. So let's just follow the Astra blue buttons. It says, did you know Astra comes with dozens of ready-to-use starter site templates? No, we didn't, but we want to use them, so we'll click Get Started. Now we're going to click Elementor. These are just page builders at the top, which help you build pages and different parts of your WordPress blog or website with drag and drop, so you don't have to make it complicated. The most used one, I believe, is Elementor, so we'll choose Elementor. And then we'll get all these cool Astra sites that work with Elementor. The beauty of these Astra sites versus just a normal theme is when you install most WordPress themes still these days, they're not very good and they don't come with content. They don't come built. So you'll look up a theme online, or maybe you'll buy it and it looks really pretty because the developer has already filled everything in. And then when you install it, it just looks like some white screens and some forms to put stuff in. So with Astra, that's not the case. It's all really easy, and you actually do get the looks that we're looking at here. That's why we love them. All right, now if you like one of the looks, but it says agency at the top, that means it's available for a small purchase from Astra. So if you want to do that, you just click purchase, and then you can grab like a whole bundle of templates for a one-time fee. So pretty cool. In our case, we're going to keep it free and on a budget though. So let's get the best free starter site we can think of here. All right, there's a handful I really like Italian restaurant, barbecue restaurant. We used outdoor adventure in our past GoDaddy 2019 tutorial. That was a super big hit. But the one that I think will work for my viewers out there who want to become personal coaches, make online courses, become trainers, experts in their field, or just bloggers, I've heard from a lot of you guys, is Yoga Instructor. I think this will work great. If we open it, see we get this cool like double texture image, really slim logo and navigation at the top, just like all the best sites today like Apple, Airbnb, Nike, Coca-Cola. They all use that strategy. And of course we get this cool as featured in section. You can change these logos to show where you've been featured around the web. And it just gets better and better. I mean, how cool is this at the bottom? All right, so let's grab Yoga Instructor. Once we're on this little preview here, we can just click Install Plugins. That's going to give us the required plugins, and then at the bottom we're going to be able to activate the whole theme. And now we're just going to click Import this site. And OK. Alright, and when it's done, you'll have your hands on one of the hottest new looks for WordPress for the year. Super chill, really nice vibes coming from this site, and you basically get a whole website and a blog and all these useful pages in one. Alright, the progress has been updated and it says done, so let's view the site. And behold your new WordPress website. Alright guys and gals, so to make your first changes, you just need to hover in the top navigation menu and click Edit with Elementor. Everything on our new WordPress website has the point and click technology, or you can just point at what you want to edit, click it, and then you can either change it on top of the screen, or if you'd rather make the changes in your editing column on the left, sometimes that's a little easier depending on how it looks. You can do that as well. If you don't like your changes, Command or Control Z is your friend. I use that all the time in WordPress. You don't want to use the back button as much because sometimes WordPress gets confused by that. Scrolling down, we can easily move things around. You can click and drag and rearrange. You just need to get a little bit comfortable with the buttons here in Elementor. Again, this is the most commonly used drag and drop page builder of WordPress, which is a pretty big claim to fame. Basically, that means it's a good skill to use. It's not going to go away anytime soon, and you can use these skills here to go ahead and build all sorts of websites for different clients if you want to. Elementor is broken down into sections and columns. So the blue is going to be a section. You can click on these dots to edit the whole section. Or you can also right-click it to do things like duplicate or delete. And again, if you delete something and you don't want to, just hit Command or Control Z and get it back. You can also do the same thing with individual columns. You can just right-click on what looks like a little book here with the black background and make your changes. Alright, so obviously these sections have been set up with care by the Astra teams. They'll have spacing on them, borders on them, and fonts that look good, but you can change all of that. Just click on top of a section like this counter. You can change how long it takes, or you can change the duration, or the ending number, I mean, and you can click style and change the color. All that is super easy in WordPress. Fonts are all located right here too in Elementor, so go ahead and play around if you want to get different fonts on any part of your site. And you can click Advanced if you want, where you can change the spacing around objects. Alright, so keep in mind that you might have to delink the margin or the padding if you just want to put some space on the top, for example. And also keep in mind that the way it's designed is supposed to look pretty good, so you may or may not need to change the margins or the padding, but that's a good skill as you become a custom web designer and you need to make things from scratch. Or of course you can just make Astra starter site templates from quote-unquote scratch for your clients. Alright, down at the bottom you're going to want to replace these testimonials with real ones. To change the images, you just need to be in a testimonial box. Click on choose image. Now when you get this window, you can select files from your computer. Alright, so I could put up this image of my girlfriend if I want. You can just double click it or select it and click open. Same thing. And then we have the image uploaded to our web hosting in WordPress. All you need to do is hit Insert Media and it will replace that image, and the circle is already set up for us. Alright, scrolling down, you can see that there's a background on some sections, like we have this background of the woman doing yoga. Looking super cool. To change a background image, you can just click on the section, and then you're going to be in the settings for the entire blue box. So you want to click Style, and then you'll find the background image right there. And you can change it with the same method we changed that little circle box right there. If you want to add more sections, just click on the plus, choose how many columns you want, and then go ahead and start dragging in elements. You click on these 9 boxes to get the elements, and then you can just drag into your heart's content. However, you might find that because the site looks so good already, you just want to duplicate or drag around what's already made. Totally up to you. I'm just going to change the description at the top so that people who visit our site know that it's a demo site. And then we're going to make a couple last changes and the tutorial is done. You guys can go off and enjoy your websites. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to hit update and our site is done for now. To get back to our dashboard, we can click on the hamburger menu and then click exit to dashboard. And once you're in dashboard, I want you to make one more change. Just hover on settings and click permalinks. And make sure it says post name. This will make sure there's no numbers, symbols, archives, whatever in your URLs. You'll keep your URLs Google friendly and simple, which is good for SEO with that post name. So save that. We can click on the site title to see what we made, and I'm a little bit sad to say that we're all done. Thanks so much for watching, guys, because I really enjoyed making this for you. You now know how to make a WordPress website with InMotion Hosting on the cheap, and hopefully it was easy for you. If you got stuck or have any issues or just want to chat about WordPress, then let me know in the comments below. Please also make sure to hit like and subscribe. That's like the easiest way ever of giving back to me and lets YouTube know that the video was good and lets the whole world know that the video was worth a try. So I really appreciate it. Thanks again for being here, and hope to see you soon around the channel or somewhere around the blogosphere. That's a crazy word. I don't know why I still use that word. All right, good luck. Thank you so much again. I'm Greg Narayan, and I'll talk to you soon.